What's up, kings and queens? Welcome to Goals First, the #1 podcast for helping you put your goals first. Today we're talking about the top G, Andrew Tate. The question at hand, is he a scammer? So, by definition, no, it's not a scam. Anyone that says it's a scam, I would be willing to bet money. I would be willing to bet money. Anyone who says it's a scam has not purchased this product or has not sat there and done the steps that he tells you to do in this video. I've looked through a lot of content. He's delivering so much value. And a lot of it is logical, like, hey, he says, start a makeup business. Don't go out and get insurance and business licenses and say you need $10,000 in investment money. Make a website for 20 bucks, copy and paste pictures from a wholesaler, and list your products for 5x markups. And when people start ordering, when you prove the business first, people start ordering. Now you have $100 in startup costs, right? Maybe $200 in startup costs. You run some ads on Instagram or Facebook. Now you prove the business. You already have revenue, and you can tell the people, hey, we have so many orders. We're delayed 2 weeks. We're delayed 2 weeks, but because we're delayed 2 weeks and we're thankful for your purchase, we're going to give you a free piece of makeup, free piece of lipstick, which cost you $1. Their order was $20. Their actual order cost you $5. So now it costs you $6, and you're making them happy because they're getting free makeup. That's just one example of his content, okay? So this guy is delivering massive value. Now, first, let's start off with why people hate him, people love him. People say he's misogynistic, right? He ran a webcam business. He talks about how he has multiple women. People say he's a misogynistic piece of shit. Some people say, nah, he's the ideal man. This is what every man wants, and the man that says they don't want it are just lying pussies. Now, I agree with the latter, but that's besides the point. Let's go over it. So, what many people would argue is he's full of shit. He's some dumb guy who made some money with cam business, and now he thinks he's top G, and he's full of shit. And he does exaggerate. I will acknowledge that. Some videos will tell you that he's ripped, he's muscular, because he works out in his sleep. Now, there actually happens to be studies that prove imagining working out actually makes you gain muscle. So, when people say he's full of shit, a lot of things that he says are edgy, but they're also scientifically known to be true. You can build muscle by thinking about it. By literally sitting there and picturing yourself lifting weights, it has been scientifically proven that is true. Now, he also says in some videos that he works out every single day for 2 hours a day, something like that. So, clearly he's bullshitting and fluffing things up a little bit, but that's the job of a salesman. If you want to learn from a good salesman, you should be doing someone who does the job correctly. So, that issue with him is not really an issue if you're intelligent and understand that it's part of sales, okay? Now, me personally, I think it's incredible. I think he's one of the best salesmen I ever heard of. But we're going to dive into his Hustlers University. I keep calling it Hustler University, I don't know why. Hustlers University, is it a scam? So, here's the scoop. What it is, it's a program, it's this university, but really all it is, you pay him the money, and then you join a Discord server where you access multiple channels, threads, where these 8 millionaires break down ways to make money. Primarily, Andrew Tate is the main teacher. Is it a scam? Well, for $50 a month, you get to join and you get access to his material. He's focused on modern, digital, virtual ways of making money. Now, all the other gurus out there, they all have a product and they package it and they say, oh, take my course, you'll learn how to make 6 figures online. And most of them are full of shit. Because if they were really making money online with what they're claiming to make money with, they wouldn't need to sell the course. Now, you might be thinking, well, it's extra money. Yeah, but most of them, I'll tell you, are scammers. When they say, take my course on how to make 9 figures on Amazon or drop shipping, if they were truly running these $100 million companies with drop shipping, Amazon FBA, these affiliate marketing things, making ads, they wouldn't need to sell courses. Their primary focus would be doing the work and running a $100 million company. Now, Andrew Tate's a little bit different. Andrew Tate has a genuine side to him where he wants to help people. He's tired of this pussified world. Now, the same personality, the same aspect of Andrew Tate that makes him reject this pussified world and wants real men to be real men is the same side that the feminists and the liberals and the lefties hate. Oh, Andrew Tate's full of shit. Well, why do they say that? They say that because he's coming on camera and saying, women aren't my equal. Women are subservient to me. If a woman disobeys you, you leave her. He's all these tactics to make women obedient. And a lot of people really get uncomfortable and angered by that. Now, I'm not here to condone or discondone that. What I am here to do is to say it's effective. Now, he does not condone hurting women or being abusive. His tactics are all around asserting his worldview and allowing the woman to choose if she wants it or not, if she wants him as the prize, which to me is pretty reasonable. I don't think there's anything wrong with his views on women at all. Now, before you get angry and report my video or comments and hate, let me plead my case a little further. So what he explains, and this is why he's so controversial, is his takes on women more than anything. He explains essentially, let's say you, and I believe in this, if a girl is your girlfriend, she should not be going out to clubs or parties or Vegas or down the shore by herself with her friends without you. Now, a lot of the counters, the default response to that is, well, she's not your dog. What the fuck's wrong with you? You trying to treat her like an animal? No. The intersexual dynamics between men and women are different. They are not the same. If I go to a nightclub and I'm a really good-looking guy, okay? I don't know, maybe I'm like a 7 or 8 in real life. Well, let's just say I'm a 9 or a 10, which, you know, a lot of you probably think I am. I'm pretty damn sexy. Even if I am a 9 or 10. So let's not talk about me. Let's talk about a man who's objectively 9 or a 10 at a nightclub. He's not going to have 100 girls coming up to him trying to have sex with him. If you're a woman and you're a 9 or a 10, you're probably going to have 100 guys come up to you and try to pull you away to fuck you. Okay? And because of this, it's not the same thing, a guy going out with his boys and a girl going out with her girls to the club. Cheating, a lot of people think, oh, hot girls cheat more. The truth is, it's about exposure. Better looking people, men or women, they cheat more because they have more exposure. That's simple. That's just the science behind it. It's a fact. It's how it is. And unfortunately, when you're a good-looking woman and you go out to a lot of clubs, you're going to meet a bunch of high-value guys who are just as high-value as your man, and you're drunk, and then, you know, things just happen. Now, you can avoid that situation rather than you saying, oh, you lying, cheating whore, being angry at the girl, you know, which does nothing. Andrew Tate disavows anger. He disavows violence. And I agree with him. You should not be, what are you going to gain from, like, forcing a woman to do something or hurting her? Nothing. You should not use violence. That's bad, that's wrong, that's stupid, and that's, like, low IQ and beta male behavior because you can't fucking handle yourself. Instead, he advocates, and this is for friendships, business relationships, women, everything. He advocates you assert your rules, what you want, and the person can either follow them or lose you. Okay, and this is where he gets really interesting with his dynamics and his way of handling people, picking up women, and business. He has his rules. Now, if you want to do business with him, you can play on his playing field. If you want to date him as a girl, you can accept his rules, which means, you know, you cannot go out with your girlfriends to parties, clubs, to high exposure environments. Now, I don't think he's ever used those words, but that's essentially what he's trying to get across. He does not want his girl going to high exposure environments that are going to put him in a weak position and make her likely to cheat. And unfortunately, despite what you may think or have these preconceived notions, listen, you're out, you're drunk, whether you're a man or, and I don't want to put this on women, right? I don't want to make this a video like, oh, women hate. No. When you're a human being and you're out in a place where a lot of good-looking people want to be with you, and you're intoxicated, which takes away your ability to make good decisions, you're just more inclined to kind of go with how you feel, bad things happen, okay? And that's why I think it's a completely fair rule to assert, you know, I don't want, for your girl, I don't want you if you're mine. If you want me, I'm the prize, and I don't want you going out. Now, anyway, that makes sense for why he's controversial. He's controversial for his takes on women. He got famous because of Fresh and Fit podcast and other podcasts he comes on, and he goes hammering away at these points I just explained, but he does it in very controversial ways that he knows isn't getting a lot of media attention. Anyway, he has all these takes online that are very edgy about women. Now, how do they get to be on TikTok and Instagram, and how do they get to be all over the place? YouTube. Part of his Hustlers University, he teaches about making money online, right? So one of his many options of how you can make money online is to make TikTok, YouTube, whatever, make accounts of video platforms and share his content. Make clips, put titles and edits into it to make it interesting, and then in your link, in your bio, you put a link to Hustlers University, and I believe you get 50% commission on sales. So if 10 people sign up at $50 a pop, you're getting $25 a pop for every person that signed up. That's awesome. And according to his website, according to Andrew, there is a 13-year-old kid who's bringing in $10,000 a month by just copying, pasting clips, and editing it. It's very simple work. You just like put it in editing software, hit the button for auto captions, change the font, and like make it pop out in a certain way so it looks visually appealing. And there's a kid bringing 10K. That's just one example. So is that a scam that he's making people shill his product and push out his product? No, not really. It's not a scam at all, in fact. If you are legitimately monetizing and making money because of what he taught you, even if you're doing it to benefit him more, it doesn't matter. He's promising you that if you spend $50 on his course monthly, you'll make a profit, right? So if I spend $50 on his course, and then because of something I learned, I go out and make $60, I have now profited from his course, which is what he promises. So it, by definition, can't be a scam. A scam is tricking you. A scam tricks you out of your money and you don't get a return on your investment. If you follow his steps, for the one example I gave you, you cut up his clips, you make links, and you put your you get affiliate links, okay? An affiliate link is where he tracks how many people signed up to his product because of you. This is one of his many ways to make money. They're not all involving piping him up. This is just one. So if you pay for his course and you get 3 people to sign up, and this is assuming that his numbers are true, I've not verified this all, but if 3 people sign up for his course, that's $75 you have now made. You paid $50. So now you've profited from the first month already. Now he also teaches all the ways to make money online, so that's just the tip of the iceberg, okay? It's the tip. The tip. So a hustler understands you have to get things done fast. Elon Musk always is known for saying to someone, how long will it take you to build a rocket ship? They'll say, a year. He says, okay, I want it done in 2 months. And then it gets done in 6 months, okay? So a successful person does not say, today I finished my task, I'm done for the day. No, he teaches you how to think like a millionaire. A millionaire, if they're ahead of schedule, they get more work done that day. A poor person achieves their task for the day and says, I achieved my task. I deserve some McDonald's now, you know? And that's just the wrong fucking attitude. And he teaches you things that are very basic. So a lot of people look at his videos and go, I knew that. Listen, Captain Hindsight, everyone knows in hindsight what he's saying. What he's saying is very logical. Like, work harder, put in more hours. If you want to start a business, just fucking do it. And a lot of his videos and education is logical. And unfortunately, most people are very naive. And they say in hindsight, yeah, I knew that. If you knew that, why are you making $10 a day? It makes no sense, you know? These people will be broke. They have $100 in their bank account, and they'll be like, yeah, I knew that. It wasn't worth paying him $50. That makes no sense. The same people that talk shit on his courses and say that he's a scam artist are either rich themselves and they're content creators and they're talking shit because they want the publicity and they want the views, or they are, as he claims, losers. Now, Andrew Tate's also infamous, aside from his women topics, he's infamous for calling people losers and beta males and pussies and crybabies. And he does this almost every single time in a correct context. Now, he'll be like, someone will say to him, I'll start a business eventually when things are right. He'll be like, what are you, a crybaby? What's wrong with you? Are you an idiot? Are you a beta male? And that's true. Most people, they say they're going to do something, it's always, I'm going to do it when things are right. Things are never going to be right. The time to do something, if you truly believe in it, is today. I have a startup that I'm working on, as I mentioned prior, and I don't have the money to start it right now, but I'm making business plans, I'm doing sales projections, I'm figuring out how we're going to monetize, who we're going to partner with. There's something you can do towards your goal right now. You want to be fit? Stop eating McDonald's and fatty food today, not tomorrow. Start hitting the gym today. You don't have time today? Yes, you do. Instead of watching Netflix, you could do that. Instead of sitting there on your phone, scrolling through TikTok, you go to the gym. You have time today if you truly want something. He's teaching things that are obvious, but you have to hear someone say it to understand it. And I can tell you a lot of my achievement in life and things I've done are from watching YouTube videos of things that may seem obvious, but I had to hear someone say it to make it click. So, because he's teaching you real skills, he's teaching you literal ways to make money online. If you look into him, there's many people claiming they took his course and they, just from the affiliate links alone, profited, right? But he teaches all the ways to make money, how to start businesses. He talks about his cam girl business. He talks about how to scale businesses, which means you create a very small business and then you find people to do the jobs for you. He talks about if you can pay someone to do the job for you, do that, okay? So he teaches you how to scale a business. You start maybe yourself, you can personally sit there on a computer and sell 100 makeup items per day. But once you have profit, you cannot pay 2 people to also do exactly what you're doing. So now you're selling 300 makeup products per day because you're profitable and you pay people to do it. Now you're selling 300 makeup products per day, so you have 3 times the profit. So now you're going to hire 6 people to do the same thing. Now you're selling 600 makeup products per day. And this is how you scale a business. And he teaches practical, logical, and obvious things that you have to hear to have that click. It's called an aha moment. That moment where you go, aha, like it all just clicks. And a lot of the times it's something that always made sense to you, but you never really thought of it. Like, for example, a lot of fat people will say, yeah, you know, I eat less, I'm just not losing the weight, or I'm big boned, and eventually you find out there's only one way to lose weight, it's to eat less. It's literally impossible to gain weight if you're burning more than you take in. That's just how it works. It's that simple. And the whole idea, like, you know, I'm anorexic. If a fat person tells you they're anorexic, they're a liar. They are. They are. You're not anorexic, you're fat. That's pseudoscience. It's called a coping mechanism. And unfortunately, for them, I feel bad for them. A lot of the times they got that from therapy. Some therapists who went to some liberal university got brainwashed and got convinced to tell their client, oh, you didn't eat for a day because you're fat? I'm afraid I have to diagnose you with anorexia. And they're like, but I'm obese. They go, yeah, actually obese people can be anorexic. No! No! No, it's called fasting. It's called fasting. If you look in the mirror and you're fat, and you're sad you're fat, and you don't eat for 2 days, you're fasting because you're fat and you want to lose weight. It's like literally just basic logic. Now I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments and I might just get banned for saying this, and oh my god, what a rant. But anyway, Andrew Tate is top G. He's a 4-time world champion kickboxer, so he knows how to fight, he knows how to make money. He made millions of dollars before he started selling his courses. Most of these gurus, they make a little bit of money, maybe maximum 100 grand, and then they say, you know, I'll make the big money selling courses. Majority of these guys make their millions selling courses. Now, Andrew is making millions of dollars selling his courses, but he made millions prior to it, which makes him different from the rest. The rest of them are all scammers. They really are. Not literally all of them, but the vast majority, besides, like, I would say him and Jason Capital are two that I know are legit. The majority of them are scammers. They make a little bit of money and they say, wow, like, theoretically I can make millions of dollars with this, so let me teach people how to do it, and then I'll make millions of dollars selling courses. Or they sell you courses on how to make courses, and they explain that theoretically it's scalable to millions of dollars, and they're going to prove it by taking your money and slowly doing it. No. So Andrew Tate is probably the least of the scam artists out there. He's probably the least scammy of anybody. He actually made millions of dollars. He's actually really smart. He's like a champion chess player. He's legitimately intelligent. He's an alpha male. He was a world-class kickboxer, and he made millions of dollars, and he's like a modern playboy. He gets tons of women, and his practices with women are the best, because he's not telling you how to manipulate women. He's not telling you how to manipulate women. He does not preach being mean, aggressive, or forceful. He preaches one core concept. You lay down your rules, which means basically the girl is loyal to you and you only, and she avoids situations that cause trouble like clubs and bars and Vegas. And if she wants you and she truly values you because you're the asset, you're the valuable piece in this puzzle, she has to abide by your rules. If she does not want that and she doesn't truly value you, she's welcome to leave. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as the woman always has the option to leave and make her own choice, that's okay. That's the most important part that differentiates him from the rest. A lot of these guys try to show you some manipulation techniques to force their girl to stay with you. Why would you want to force a girl who's trying to cheat on you to stay with you? That doesn't make any sense. So his method is the best. He's the prize. He's the top G. You know, he's the top gangsta, god, whatever you want to call it. And if the women really value him, they can choose to abide by his rules. And he teaches how to pick up women in his courses too, I believe. He has lots of courses on body language and social dynamics. And that's what he's the least abusive, least mean one of all these guys out there. He just knows he's rich, he's successful, he's the prize. And if you don't want to abide by his rules, you can either leave as a woman, find another guy, or if you're in business with him, you can do business with somebody else because you don't respect his rules. And that's truly what an alpha male is. An alpha male is somebody who says, hey, these are my values, they know their values, these are my rules, and they're not going to force you to abide by them, but if you want to be a part of their life, whether that's in business or relationships or friendship, you have to follow those rules because they value those core principles so strongly that they would rather lose a friend, girlfriend, or business partner than have the person basically screw them over in their mind. Now, whether he's right or wrong, that's called integrity, and that's really important in somebody. So, anyway, the conclusion is this. No, Andrew Tate's not a scammer. He is edgy, but he's edgy in all the right ways. He actually has a charity that helps stray dogs in certain poorer countries. I think it was like Portugal or something like that, I forget. But he helps stray dogs. He owns a charity that saves the lives of stray dogs. He's a good person. He desperately wants to help men because he sees how screwed our society is. He talks about this a lot. how men are very weak right now. They're dominated by women in society, and America and like Western civilization's in a lot of trouble. He's very aware of it, and he's doing what he's doing to help men. Now, he's no problem telling people that don't disagree with him, you know, fuck you, screw off, I don't value your opinion, and he does not want to help people that don't want to be helped. I've noticed that about him. But he truly wants to make the world a better place for men that are awake and aware of what's going on, and those men that want to better themselves and want to get rich and are willing to put in the work. He puts out content that are truly give you actionable steps you can take to accomplish those goals. And I have made money. I have learned lessons from his content. So I would love for you to please comment what you think. Please comment in the counter if you think he's a scam artist. Why do you think that? We'll counter my points. I would love to hear other opinions. This is just my take on it. And thank you so much for watching, Kings and Queens. Have a great one.